Folks, the gorgeous people at AVA have given me this Easy P50 to have a little bit of a play around with. I've got loads of garden jobs to get on with that need a pressure washer. So yeah, let's see how it all works, and I'll show you what some of these accessories do, because wow, to say this is comprehensive is an understatement. So a very quick overview of all these accessories before I get them out the road. We have got a snow foam dispenser here. We've got this kind of angled nozzle thing, which is really good for doing like gutters or underneath the sills on cars and things like that. They have given me some universal cleaner as well. We've got the actual lance, which I believe is extendable, but yeah, I'm going to be kind of learning as I go here, so I haven't actually read the instructions yet. Obviously, we've got the stubby trigger as well, which is nice that we've got that separate from the lance. We've got the little wash mitt thing as well. That should be good for doing like the greenhouse. It comes with, how amazing is this? This is for cleaning drains and sewer pipes and things like that, so you can send that down your drains to give your drains a bit of a clean out. This hose here is so that you can use an external, like a water butt or a water container. If you don't have a water source nearby, you can basically just fill up a big container with water and it'll happily suck the water out of that container with this little kind of filtery thing on the end. We've then got a kind of first aid kit here. Again, I haven't read the instructions yet, so I'm not entirely sure what all that's for. A whole thing with different nozzles and bits and pieces. And we've obviously got the deck cleaner or patio cleaner as well. Tell you one thing, it all seems like really solid, really well put together. I mean, I don't have that much experience of pressure washers. I've just got an old Karcher K2, but in my experience the Karcher always felt a little bit kind of plasticky. This feels like really solid. Anyway, let's see if we can get this up and running. No joke, there were just deer at the bottom of the garden. Just walking down. Oh man, I think they've run away. Oh, they've gone. A couple of big ones too. Man, wish I'd got that on camera. head in the greenhouse because I think it's going to start raining. Right, there's the rain right on cue. Man, it's getting dark. So, a couple of things I wanted to talk about. First of all, I completely forgot that that flips out, and I think you can store this gun thing on here somehow. I don't know, I haven't tried. Ah, like that. So you kind of flip it in like that, I think. Yeah, that's canny, okay. And when I was using this on the decking earlier, I couldn't work out why I couldn't use the Vario nozzle very well, and I'll show you what I was doing wrong. You might learn from my mistakes. So this is the Vario, and it goes, I think, from 60 degrees to 20 degrees. You're not really supposed to use it on 20 degrees for wood, but I did. And I kind of struggled every time I turned it. The whole thing was basically coming loose. And I forgot that you need to tighten this kind of shoulder up. Can't do it now, you see. So to take this out, you would loosen that off like that, and then you can take it out. And if you don't tighten that up, then when you come to do the Vario nozzle, it kind of unplugs itself, do you know what I mean? So yeah, you need to tighten that shoulder thing up like that, and then you can twiddle with the Vario nozzle as much as you like. I think it's called a Vario nozzle. I'm probably calling it the wrong thing. Either way, it worked really well, I found, on 20 degrees, but yeah, it does say in the instructions that it's more the wider kind of spread that you should be using for timber. Oh, and by the way, you've also got the same kind of locking thing at this end as well. So you should always make sure that, you see, if you want to take that out, you would do that. So you should make sure that that is fully kind of locked in place before use. The trigger, I found, is an absolute joy to use. I think it gets called like the zero force trigger or something. It's basically, once it's in that position, as long as your finger's on that like kind of little black bit of plastic around the back there, if you can see it, you see, it takes nigh on no effort whatsoever to hold the trigger down, which is really, really nice. And yeah, pleasure to use. Couldn't really fault the gun itself. Oh, and another little tip as well, in winter time, I would suggest not storing this outside. You really don't want the internal gubbins of the machine freezing up, because that can cause damage to the pump and all sorts of other things. So I would suggest over the winter time maybe keeping it in a garage or somewhere that's not going to be subject to frost. So while we're waiting on the rain to pass over, we'll just have a quick chat about the instructions and things, because there's a few things. The pressure washer is amazing. There's a couple of little niggly things here that it would be nice for them to sort out. Just a little request. I hate it when you get just random bits of paper. I know, like, it's stupid regulations, but there's got to be ways around this. I mean, okay, we've got this. I mean, that's just going to end up in the bin. Completely pointless. I do quite like the fact that this was attached onto the pressure washer itself, which is just to remind you that you shouldn't use a hose attachment with a water stop kind of backflow preventer built into it. You need to use connectors that you can see all the way through. So yeah, probably sensible that that was attached onto the machine. But then we've got kind of two separate manuals here, and I don't really know why they've done this. It's just made it a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. So you've got this kind of pictorial guide here, but then you've also got this book, and this book is like in a million different languages. I hate it when they do that sort of thing. 90% of that is just pointless. It just seems a bit of a waste of paper. And yeah, I know, again, it's for regulatory purposes that they have to do that, I presume. But yeah, it just seems a bit of a waste. And I don't know how much information on here is just either being duplicated or whatever. Maybe it would be nice to just have like a QR code on here or something, and then just a pictorial guide. You could shove all of this information could go into this book, and then you could just get rid of that book completely. It just seems a bit of a waste of paper. And honestly, so close that this little nozzle clearance pin thing. This is for clearing out the nozzle if it gets blocked. That nearly ended up in the bin. So maybe include that. What would be nice? You've got like the little first aid kit. Maybe put the first aid kit into a little kind of cardboard box or something, a nice little cardboard box about that size, and include that in with the first aid kit, because that attached to the instruction manual is going to get lost and it makes a mess when you pull it off. It just seems a bit of an afterthought. So yeah, there's a little kind of request there. But other than that, yeah, the instructions are relatively easy to follow, I guess. Right, it's finally stopped raining, so I just want to show you a couple of quick things on this. Everything is kind of interchangeable, which is really nice. I've already loosened the collars, so I can take that out. Obviously the pressure washer's turned off at the minute, so I can whip that off. And I can use that as like a stubby nozzle. I don't know if you can do that in every country. Now, obviously I've already purged the air out of this, so I'll turn it on. That's all good. Turn it off. And then we can shove. I think this will just go straight in there like that. Lock it in. Yeah, so that all looks good. So what I'm going to do is just put a really weak kind of soap solution in this. I've never used this before. So actually, before I do that, I think what I should probably do is blast some of the leaves off the greenhouse. So let's do that first. That actually gives a good opportunity to try out the little gutter clearing thing. So I think you would normally do this on the lance, although I don't know how well this is going to work because the greenhouse is quite low down. We'll try it. We'll see what it does. Again, clearing the air out. Looks good. I'm going to completely disconnect the gutters while I do this. Hopefully I'll not lose the other end. Ugh. Let's see what this does. Uh-oh. Oh, that was brutal. Yeah, that works. You get the general idea. So, you know, imagine gutters that were up a height. You could easily clear it out with that. That seems pretty good. I'm going to have to, like, cut some leaves to get into that corner. Okay, that's cool. Let's try the soapy thing. So, as I say, I'm just going to put some of this soapy solution. I've put a bit of white vinegar in with it as well to see if it'll kind of help with some of the algae that's on the roof, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but as I say, I've never used this in my life. So let's just see what it does. Oh, hello. There we go. Bit fiddly finding the thread on that. Like, okay, it's fine. Various settings on this. This kind of alters the angle of the nozzle thing, and we've got, I presume it's a dilution thing there. No idea what it should be set on, so I'm just going to give it a try. So I'm just going to try it on the stubby nozzle first. We'll see how that goes. Guess that's it, ready to go. Blast it down here a bit first. Cool, that works. I should probably rinse that out. Let's try the wash mitt. That reach? That'll probably reach. Oh man, it's raining again, so it's washing all my soap off, which is a bit annoying. I'm gonna have to be quick. It's supposed to sound like that? It doesn't sound right to me. I'll turn it off. You don't really need a jet wash for doing the pad, do you? Maybe you're not supposed to. Brought everything inside because I was sick of it just raining all the time, but I'm genuinely really impressed with this. It's a nice bit of kit. Couple of little minor niggly points, I guess. When you've got like really soapy hands, I found it's a little bit difficult to undo this. I mean, it does kind of have some little ridges on, but it would be nice maybe if the bottom was like had some flat areas or something, just to make it a bit easier to grip. Because as I say, when your hands are covered in soap, I just found it a little bit slippy trying to tighten it up. Other than that, fine. The microfiber mop thing, amazing. I mean, again, beautifully designed, really robust. I like the way water comes out everywhere instead of just one little point in it. But it didn't sound happy with the machine turned on. Now, I don't know if I was doing something wrong, or maybe it's normal for it to sound like that. I've no idea. So, to be on the safe side, I just used it with the machine turned off, so just normal water pressure coming through. And it worked absolutely fine. Maybe it's normal for the machine to sound like that, but I didn't want to risk it. But yeah, it's just something vaguely to kind of bear in mind with the microfiber mop head, but it did seem to work really well, as I say. And finally, I like to use sometimes for car detailing and that sort of thing. I've got the SGS nozzle here that I've got from our Karcher, and I really like this, just the design of it and everything. It's got the quick release kind of nozzle thing on the top and all that. This doesn't fit the default connector on here. So what you need is a Nilfisk adapter for this kind of gun, if you want to use it with this pressure washer. So basically, you would just replace the bottom bit of this and take the Karcher connector off and replace it with a Nilfisk. I'll include a link to this gun and the adapter down in the description if you want to do that. I haven't actually tried the adapter with this, so let us know in the comments, but I think that would do the job. And then you would also be able to use the SGS if you wanted. But other than that, I really like it. The overall design, obviously with a cable reel built in, is fantastic. The great big wheels means that it's really easy to kind of move around and it's not trying to fall over all the time, which was always a problem with my Karcher. And you know, it's got a 12-metre anti-kink hose anyway, so once it's all set up, you hardly ever need to move the pressure washer. This particular model's 130 bar, I believe, 420 litres per hour, 1800 watts, so it's roughly equivalent to the Karcher K4, but genuinely, honestly, it's in a different league quality-wise. And the thing that makes a real difference with this is that it's designed to last. It's got an all-metal pump in it. This one comes with a 10-year consumer warranty as standard, and they even include instructions for long-term maintenance and repair of the pump, and obviously it comes with like the first aid kit and all that sort of stuff in this bundle. This is the super bundle, by the way, if I haven't already mentioned it, so it's got all, you know, like this sort of stuff, which I haven't shown you, but you get the general idea. I did like the gutter cleaning thing as well. A bit difficult to show you using it on a greenhouse, but I can see where that would be useful. But yeah, on the whole, I really can't fault it. It's a really nice bit of kit. I think this particular super bundle is around 320 quid, but I believe they're running a Black Friday deal from, I've got some notes here, I think it's from the 21st of November to the 2nd of December. And they're going to be doing 22% off. So if you want to catch one during Black Friday, depending on when you're watching this video, of course, I'll include a link down in the description below, and you can use that and grab yourself a bargain if you can. For now, folks, I'll leave it there. If you've got any questions or any comments, or maybe you've used an AVA pressure washer before and you'd like to give us your opinion, post them down in the comments below. It's always lovely to hear from you guys. For now, folks, as per usual, look after one another, be nice to each other. We shall see you next time. Tatty bye.